we need to create a Docker file. So here I'm going to create a Docker file. Let's say touch Docker file. So code Docker file. So here, if you see, I will just copy and paste all of it and then I will explain. Previously, most of the things are from the previous video. I've added some new things. So this is the same, the base image, the dependencies. Previously here, we had the env instead of args, and those were hard coded. This time we have these args. It means that we are passing that these args value will get from the build script as we have called this function get IDs and this function get IDs, and that we have passed to our image, that is the Docker file. So this and this much must be meshed here, these three names. If these names are not matching this on the left hand side, so they will not be passed. So we are passing just like that to here, and this is also the same, adding to the group and the user and the ownership. After that, here you can see that inside this home we have created a volume, and our home is home, the username. Here we have created the volume, and then we have a user is the username that we have passed. So our work directory this time would be home volume, and our entry point, we have given here the entry point. So we need to write the entry point dot sh. So this is the entry point script that we are going to write, and this is the script that is going to be executed when the Docker container runs, the first thing. So now we need to create the entry point. First, let us understand what we have inside the entry point. In the entry point, what we are going to do is, first we are going to source our environment as we do, like source OE build, that is inside our Poky folder. Then we are going to configure our local.conf and vblayers.conf. It means that we're going to put our, in local.conf, we are going to put that we need systemd, and we need to give the path for our sources, for our temp directory, for our state cache directory, and for our download directories, those kind of stuffs that we are going to add. And after that, in vblayers, we need to add our Raspberry Pi directory, Raspberry Pi meta layer that we need to add in our vblayers.conf, and then we will build our image. So now let us begin with our entry point. You must be careful that the entry point name must be the same. So we'll do touch entry point dot sh and code entry point dot sh. So again, shebang bin bash. So let me move this entry point flowchart to here. So what we need first is we need to source the environment. So here is our entry point function, and here is our entry point flow. So first let us give this variable, let us write. So this is a volume path, home volume, and this will be inside our Docker, and then we need the sources and the Poky folder that will also be inside our volume path. So first of all, we need to set up the build environment. So let me copy this function. What we simply do is, so we need to export the machine. So we are going to build for Raspberry Pi 64-bit. So I have exported the machine variable. After that, this would be the name of our build directory. So build and the machine. So it will be build dash Raspberry Pi 464-bit. So then what we'll do is we'll go to the Poky directory. This lines mean this is like kind of single liner if statement. it says that it's kind of an OR operation, or it says if this command fails, then execute this command. Otherwise, it will not execute this command. If this fails, then execute this command. So it is if the written code here is non-zero, then this will be run. It means then it will be exit. If it is zero, then this will not be run. So we'll go to the Pocket directory and then we source the environment. We'll do source OE init build env. This source file will be present inside our Pocky, and then we'll give the name of our build directory that we have already given here. After that, we're going to check, are we already in our build directory or something wrong happened? If we are not in the build directory, we'll again try to source the environment. So this, we need the function for that, and this function is here. We're just going to check, are we in our build directory or not? So here, so this is the current path. It will check where are you now, and then this path will be passed to it. This is the first argument, and it will compare. So it will return 0 if yes, otherwise no. So after that, after doing this, what we can do is we need to add our this Raspberry Pi. If the environment has been sourced, then we need to add this Raspberry Pi layer to our bbds.conf. For that, we need this function. I'm just running this with big layers, add layer, and the path to the meta Raspberry Pi that would be inside our Pocky folder. Then we need to configure our local.conf. I've written the systemd configure systemd, but actually we are configuring, I would say, local dash conf. Local conf, configure local conf. So what we are going to do, this cat command is called end of file. So we are going to these things, all this text, we are going to append, or we are going to paste in our local.conf. So these are some flags that we set. Then this is our 3 source directories paths. Then we have here systemd settings, as you can see. And after that, we are going to build our image. So to build the image, we'll just run bitbake core image full command. So now step by step we'll write these 4 functions that we need. So here it's not systemd right now. Now it would be I would say configure local conf. Okay, good. So now right now we have here. So I'll do change the mode entry. So right now the entry point is, so now we have 3 files, the build script, the Dockerfile, and the entry point. So right now the entry point is here. So now what we'll do is, first of all, okay, we will now run our build script, and we hope that it will work without any error.